Yeah, I think we're back. Aren't we back? Yes, we are. It's time. It's time. And we're back with some more Star Citizen. And we've got our Operator 3B here. I should probably give these dudes a name, since we are using them more regularly and they've got their own faces and everything. Don't know what I would name them though. 3B though I think is gold standard, at least for this guy. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, it's 4.32. Dude, I should just let's switch over full view. 4.3. I'm gonna do I need to do a whole thing where I'm just like zoomed in on like their face. And just be like, today we're doing a full broadcast. And we'll be using some kind of like follow selfie cam. And the whole thing will be just sort of this augmented reality, VR, whatever you want to call it, guy that's just kind of walking around, sort of stating the news in the middle of nowhere. Pretty much. Alright, let's do this. 4, 3, 2. And I hate to say we're going to be in the dirty zone, but we're going to be in a dirty zone. We're going to be in Pyro. And of course we'll be at Checkmate, but we're going to be doing most of our work kind of around Pyro. Is it Pyro 5 and Pyro 4? You know, the ones at the very bottom of the map? That's kind of where we're going to be. So let's go. There have been a number of major changes to salvaging. Like, now, the way that resources are created out of salvaging contracts, or even just general salvaging, now there's sort of more than a reason to just kind of craft small objects or make money off of like RMC, but construction material can be made from basically disintegrating ships and stuff like that, and that can be possibly used in base building in future things, you know? And here we go with the bots coming from Kick. Welcome, Kick. Welcome, everybody from Kick. Thanks for coming along. I get to always... I enjoy kind of like... Oh boy. I enjoy having you guys over so that I can take all these guys and basically trash them. And I get to trash them and ban them. So unfortunately, I'm sorry that we have to deal with these kind of guys, but goodbye. Bam. Alright, back to the game at hand. Sorry about all the spam. Kick streams is notorious for the spam. 432's got us spawning in our hangars, so hopefully that's going to be like a thing that carries on from now on. I mean, I don't know if I want this to be kind of a permanent thing. I feel like it really depends, but having the option available to me to spawn in my hangar is a welcome option. I don't know if I want to have it do that all the time. You know, I mean, I would like to be maybe not in my hangar, but maybe in a lounge near my hangar, maybe somewhere in the lobby. Not necessarily here. Okay, we're gonna throw on our stuff. We're just gonna put on... how is this thing sorted now? We're gonna get an undersuit ready to go. Figure out... Let's do something a little bit... We're hauling, so it doesn't have to be heavy-duty gear, really. We'll put on some old-school gear. How about that? Old-school gear that hasn't been used in a long time. Something that harkens back to simpler times in Star Citizen, so we'll throw on the Rust Society, one of my favorite classic armor sets. I don't even think it's offered anywhere. Let me just see if I can find the complete set. Bam. The only thing is it's buggy for the female character. I don't know when they're going to get around to fixing that. So let's get you a backpack, and since we're hauling and we want to kind of show off the new hauling changes, let's get you the how many of these? We got 2 Hurston. Sure, we got 2 Hurston multi-tools. We'll throw in the tractor beam. We'll also throw the we'll throw a mining head, salvage head, and let's see, we'll get in the canister, because the canister I think the canister automatically goes into the multi-tool. That's nice. What kind of weapons do we have? Not that we'll need them, but it's a polite society out there in Hurston, right? We'll get the bolt pistol. We'll use a Hurston bolt pistol. We want to have attachments. Let's see. Scope. Shit, we don't have a scope. Flashlight. Flashlight yellow. Okay, fine. Maybe we gotta head in and go actually pick up our stuff, yeah. While we're doing so, let's go get something that we would need for salvaging. Since this is considered our home station, Pyro, it's kind of sad because there is no actual home city in Pyro. It's only home stations, and it's a little strange being that way, but for the purposes of today, in PTU... Oh, shit. Hold on a second. So they're retrieved already. Oh, I see. So you didn't even have... Oh, I didn't even have to, like, retrieve it. Well, you know what? That's fine. We'll use the default... Default paint is fine. But we'll need to pick up a little bit of supplies before we leave. But we will be showing off a little bit of salvaging first, and what you can do with the salvage once it's done. And then some hauling contracts to kind of show you the changes with a multi-tool. Because they are very welcome, I think. I think it was just part of CIG just trying to balance out, like, how powerful the multi-tool should be in comparison to, say, the max lift. And I mean, they really buffed the multi-tool, which I hopefully means that maybe they'll balance the max lift and make that pretty powerful. Okay, so there's the Misc Fortune, which is what we're going to use for salvage. Now, we need to go get our supplies before we leave. We'll need food. We'll need water. Is that like a... Am I carrying some ammo? Oh, no, he put... That's interesting. He put the Campbell-like canister on his Chess piece. So he did. It doesn't. It doesn't. That's strange. Nice that you can put the canister now. But it considers canisters to be ammo, so it goes onto your waistband. Good that they fixed the audio for the elevators. Okay. Food and water, ammunition, and any accessories we could use. Armor set's buggy. So CIG's gonna need to, like, probably eventually come back to all the armor sets and make them, you know, bring them up to gold standard.
I'm feeling really bad for all those families that volunteered.
Like what you see?
Like what I see? Oh yeah, well, reclaimed water, you gotta believe it. Yeah, especially these ones that... Oh, I was gonna say, especially these ones that are sort of invisible.
Pretty great, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Boiled, not filtered. You guys got any food around here? I guess we'll get that from upstairs, right? Ah, maybe a med gun, right? Well, it's gonna... We're not gonna be taking any kind of medical ship, so we'll need to bring as much stuff as we can. Oh, it's odd. Kind of strange. Usually that walk should be less bumpy. They changed walking so that when you're on the staircase, and any kind of staircase, it's a lot smoother, but for some reason that wasn't the case there. Med pens and med gun. All right, let's go. Med pens, med gun.
And no matter your health status, just by being here, you're already taking an important step on the road to...
Okay. We want this to go to our backpack. Give me 5 of these. 6? Sure. 1 med gun. Did it happen? Paramed refill. That actually is a lot more useful than you think. Yeah, that should be good. Volume 160 micro SCU. All right. One of these down here. 3 down here. We got a spare food and drink going there. Let's put the turn this in. Extras, we don't need that. What we do need are attachments. Ammo for a pistol, and if they've got maybe an optic, that's fine. Food and water. We've got water, so we just need food. Yeah, maybe bowls of ramen to go? Yes. Sure. I'll take 2. With, you know, whatever questionable protein you guys got. Okay, let's see. Throw this into my core. No Alaprats here. Ah, yes. The gun shop. What have we got today in the hive of scum and villainy? Don't trust anybody around here, huh? Wouldn't want to be stuck.
I met an interesting guy the other day who showed me around Pyro 3, which I guess
Huh?
they call Blue. She didn't know why. Anyway, it was really pretty.
Right. Where's the machine? Ah, here we go. Well, we need an optic, so I'll say attachments. Looking down.
You go?
We need maybe a 2x optic if it's available. If not, then I guess we're out of luck. So we'll just get pistol rounds. Put that into my backpack. Get 16 clips. No optic. Maybe we won't need it. If anything, we'll just like blast until something hits, right? That's how we roll. Okay.
Things got a little tense recently. My group attracted the attention of some, let's just say, less desirable people who tried to relieve us of our stuff. I imagine their lives must have been really rough. We didn't let them take anything.
The bummer, man. Oh shit, did I make it? Did I crash the game? I think I crashed it. Oh, dang. Yeah, it's a spinning ball right now. Is that something that's in 432? What's going on? I think it is. This sucker is not recovering. Okay. 1 second. Looks like the game client is just broke. I don't know if it's from me like holding down F and like mousing around, but I doubt it. How do we fix this? Not responding. Close program. Boo! Okay, we had game crashed. Game crashed. Ooh. Oh boy, there he goes. Come on. Game error code. Damn. Okay. Does that do like, is there a crash reporter like that? What do we do there? Okay, I'm gonna try again. Relaunch. It should, right? Put us back. It should put us back from before. Thank goodness for this crash recovery system. Launching. Engage. Engage. Yeah, you know what? Let me put up the patch notes. Maybe it's got something in there. RSI. By the way, PTU now is really just it's open for everybody, all waves. It's very quick. Evocati was like not even a night, was like a night and a half of Evocati, and then it went straight to like wave 1, and then within hours of wave 1 it went to everyone. I was like, whoa, they sure want this to go out the front door. I mean, I got my bug reports in, but I don't know if they got fixed. So let's look at the patch notes. Got the beautiful music going on in the game, but let's see exactly what they've added. All right. Blow this up. Let's make the font size bigger. Okay. All backers. That's right. So interesting here. Frontier Fighters finale, huh? What are we doing here? So it looks like they have now missions that appear both in Stanton and Pyro, which pit the Citizens for Prosperity against the Headhunters. Or is it the Frontier Fighters? The Frontier Fighters. Right, okay, Frontier Fighters, sorry. So you're trying to go back and forth, trying to like raid these places or help these guys fight. And a lot of it is like picking up data pads from people that like kind of work for each other's factions. So you're trying to do intelligence gathering basically for them. But it's kind of nice because there's sort of like a mixture of delivery missions, and some of it is like going into some people's camps and like going down to, you know, in the bunkers they do have like these medical facilities that were supposedly like placeholders for something else. You want to make sure that these guys can't regen. And that's kind of where you want to get rid of their medical storage canisters. I wonder if that means you'll find med gel down there. If that's the case, then I definitely want to pick up some of that. Yo, hey. More folks from Kick. Do we have an actual human being from Kick? I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case now. If you are, I appreciate you. I'm hoping that we're not talking about a bot here, because I 99% of the folks I've seen from Kick have been bots, and I hope you can break that stereotype. But welcome. I'm Makadam, so welcome. There is a Hunt the Polaris mission that is basically frontier fighters. This is probably you're trying to help the Citizens for Prosperity in their faction fight. So interesting that it's server wide. Now the big thing you'll notice, it doesn't really say it here. Oh, there's definitely a bot there. And unfortunately for you, Mr. whatever that name is, goodbye. Bam. Banned. Banning the bots. I mean, you know what? I have like Kick's filter set on the maximum strictest. It doesn't stop anything. I don't know what was the point. Sometimes I'm not even sure. I'm like, I hate to make life terrible for like the 1% of folks that actually are great folks on Kick, but it's like Kick is just like a cesspool of bots. Kind of like Twitter now. Like you're just arguing with bots and trolls now. About Salvage is where is it? They don't mention it here. But yes, part of what we're looking at is structural salvage updates. Where do they mention salvage at all? Salvage. Yes. And yes. It's probably patch notes. Yeah, we can't talk about like Evil Cody stuff, so we're not going to look there. Oh, you're watching from Turkey. The stream is really like, well, welcome everybody. Yes, we're looking at we're still looking at patch notes from basically the all waves, but it doesn't include all the stuff that was from Salvage, although that is new. So we will definitely go over that now. Oh, can't show any of that stuff. All right, enough of that. We're actually back in the game. Now we should be recovering back from when we crashed. We were just in the gun store picking up supplies. Unfortunately, they don't have any optics for our pistol. That's okay. Is this something like an NFT earning game? Oh no. No, there's no Bitcoin or anything. Hopefully that's not too disappointing. This is all just real-time exploration from a first-person view in a very large universe. Currently, there you can have up to 600 or 800 people per instance. Hopefully, they're gonna increase that. I hope to actually talk about that in CitizenCon next week, or is it 2 weeks from now? I think it's next week. Hopefully, they'll have improved server meshing to have more than 600 players, so that we have a much more full universe. Up, we're back to where we were. Oh, my face is... Oh, that was weird. Texture's just loading in. So last time it crashed, I was just like checking out their stuff. So let's just go.
How are things in your neck of the woods?
We've got all our ammo clips. Let's load them up. So we're good. I think we're ready. Let me just zoom in on my dude.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you play the game, it's a real game. It's a real game, and just like most other games, you have to basically buy the game. But when you're buying the game, you can't really go anywhere without a ship. So the package you're buying is yourself and whatever ship you want to kind of, start your journey with. So most people, they'll just buy like a small starter ship. You get like a Mustang or an Aurora, or a bunch of the other starting ships that are available right now, and then they earn money in the game through doing contracts. Like, for example, let's see a contract here. Tons of actual contracts, but they make you large sums of money. In fact, gosh, it seems like last month, I mean, people became basically millionaires in this game like last month. And you can use those to basically buy other ships, because ships in the game, they're not like buy one and then you add on to it and it becomes something else. Most ships are, I would say, specific to a function, not including like starters. So most ships are purpose built. Is it pay to win? No, it's not pay to win. It depends on what you're really doing. If you're just playing as somebody who's just kind of doing stuff in the universe,
What would you like?
you're not really competing against anybody else except for yourself. Just give me a liquor. Let me get a Cuba Libre, please.
Sounds good. Be ready in a moment.
Days like today remind me of
So, no, you're not competing with anybody.
Hello?
Because
Thanks for
everybody
coming
is basically,
What
moving
can I
at
do for you?
moving at their own pace. Wait, you're not asking me about drink again, right?
Sure thing.
No, don't tell me this bartender's broken. I can't wait for them to do like an AI pass and like fix all of it. But you know what? If you don't got a drink for me, that's fine. So a macadam, like, people will buy like bunches of ships,
Hi. Thanks for
but
coming in.
they'll realize that
How can I help you?
once engineering comes in,
Coming right up.
they're gonna realize that they can't fly those gigantic ships they buy by themselves. It's sort of like, let's say you spend the money and you buy an aircraft carrier in real life. Well, who's gonna run the ship for you? So it's like, you can't just drive an aircraft carrier by yourself, right? So that's kind of how it is.
Every day's a gift, isn't it?
There's a give and take for something like that. So if you were to buy, a small or medium-sized ship, you could probably operate by yourself. You could probably take care of that. Anything bigger than that, you're going to need to have a real crew. Like, who's gonna man all the turrets if you have a battle cruiser or something like that? Who's gonna take care of all the fires? Who's gonna... You know, it's kind of like that. Yo! What is happening? What is going on? Oh my gosh, I am hearing a raid coming in and like all my audio stuff just like stopped on me. Hey, the raid! Oh my goodness! Can we get a shout out there? Let's go! What? Thank you so much for the follow, Mayhem. Appreciate that. What is going on? Is the audio probably can't handle the raid. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so is this coming in from Daskilla? I totally missed that opening sequence of it. Oh man. What is it going on crazy right now? Oh yeah, of course. Daskilla, how was it today? How was the stream? Did you guys just end right now? Is everybody coming from Daskilla's stream? Yes, I had to cut out earlier today because I took my daughter to very late lunch, and unfortunately our flapjack place that I was like hoping to go to was closing, so we went to IHOP, and IHOP was pretty solid. Papadopoulos, thank you so much. Let's get shout outs for all these folks. I am happy to have you all. Oh, what? Oh, you know what? I respect you guys for being able to trust Wicklow with all of the things that you turn in, because I feel like it's one of those, it's like a soda machine. You put in $1 and you just hope that stuff is going to come out, right? And we're going to give a shout out to Daskilla and also to Papadopoulos. Let's give a shout out to them. And RTR1Z, Danny Vega, thank you for coming in today. What am I up to this evening? We're right now in 432 exploring basically what's new with Salvage, what's new with hauling in terms of like the tools that we get, because the multi-tool has been super buffed. And in addition to that, hopefully, since CIG is accelerating really fast with this patch, we get to see some of the new faction missions that are available now, which pit the Citizens for Prosperity against the Frontier Fighters, and that's now cross system. And Susudio, that kind of sounds like, why does that sound like a familiar song now? Is your nick like a throwback to Phil Collins? So it kind of does, and sorry if it isn't, but it kind of does. Like, you get that a lot. Well, hey, just know that's a compliment, because that guy is a legend in our generation, you know. And everybody else who came in, thank you for the raid, and thank you to everybody who's following right now. We were just kind of talking about Amakadam, about how the game, the game asks you to get a ship package when you first join, and that's for the reason of being able to have something to take you around on your initial adventures, as a starter. And when you earn money in the game, you'll eventually be able to kind of move up from there. Now, hopefully, at some point, those in-game purchases will become more of a permanent thing, as the game probably progresses to 1.0. For now, it's not quite that. Let me just wanted to scroll back to a bit to what that question was, which was, does the game's camera track you and make it look like your face is copied in the game, as if it's talking? Is it real? No, it's because I have a separate camera. I have a camera that's like, you see this camera. This camera is just a webcam. I have a second camera that's pointing straight at me, that's on top of my monitor. That is actually capturing my facial expressions. So, to kind of give you an idea what that is, Let's see if I can do this. Options, comms. Where's that little thing here? Oh, dang. There it is. Switching to... As you can see. It's calibrated to my face and my facial expressions. And that's how it kind of works. So that's how that is.
Don't worry.
What
Me and
the
my
heck?
squad of ultimate badasses will protect you.
Yo! That's killer with the subscribe. Oh man. What is happening? Huh? Oh my goodness. That's killer with the subscription. Thank you so much. Yo! Why is the audio... Why is the audio like looping in my head right now, though? Oh, Dash Killer, thank you. Appreciate that. Now I'm like wondering why is... Now I've got aliens playing in my headphones. Where is that coming from? Yo, this audio setup is a little bit trash though. So I've got two systems. My headphones are plugged into the gaming system because that gives you less latency, right? But in doing so, I need to be able to monitor all the audio that's coming from what's happening on stream. Which means I either have to have all the alerts on the gaming side, but not going over to the stream side, so I have to separate that whole thing out. Or have my audio plugged into the streaming setup, but have latency, which would suck if you're playing like a hardcore FPS game. It's kind of a tough question. What should you really do? And I suppose like maybe the way to fix all that is to use like a hardware mixer. Oh good, the misfortune was stored. Well, you know what? Let's put a paint on this thing, shall we? If it's stored, then let's go ahead and say, for the fortune, let's just give it a nice bright color. Let's do just luminance. Why is it everything's so HDR right now? I'm not really sure what's going on. By the way, do any of you guys roll with like Vulkan, or are you guys using still DX11? Because I've been trying to like make sure I play with Vulkan as much as possible, because it's literally going to be the default pretty soon. And we have to ensure that at least it's working and we report the bugs. Because that's going to change very soon. At least in the tech preview. In the tech preview, Vulkan was so far along that, you know, it's almost like just let it go, man. Let's just run live with it. Unless, I've heard that Vulkan isn't quite stable on, like, AMD cards, so that's gonna... Hopefully they can get that ironed out soon. Am I running an Intel GPU? No, I've got an NVIDIA RTX 5080 in this machine. Kind of bummed because my streaming PC, there are some features I want to kind of run. There's an AI co-host feature in Streamlab, but it requires at least a 3060 with 12 gigs of VRAM, and I'm going, yeah, I didn't buy a streaming card with 12 gigs of VRAM. I'm very sorry. Oh, hold on. This multi-stream isn't scrolling. Vulkan ain't stable enough for you yet. Soon? Okay. Yeah. Hey, Bear Squish, what's happening? Yeah, if anybody of you guys are running Streamlabs, just check out, they have an intelligent AI kind of a co-host thing. If you have if you have any kind of like, what do they call them? AI cores or ML cores, basically. So, you know, like RTX has like, of course, cores dedicated for machine learning, the CUDA cores. Okay, we've got almost 1,000 rounds of pistols, and the rest is for tractor beam stuff. You'll get to see how that works out in a minute. I am streaming late. You are right, Bear Squish. Apologize for any inconvenience that caused today. I felt kind of bad because, like, you know, I saw my daughter eating chocolate chip cookies, and I was like, for breakfast. I was like, whoa. Let's not do that. Let's just go to lunch. And then just look, everybody, let's just try to get out of here. Let's just go and let's go have lunch out today. Because okay, I live in an apartment complex on the second floor, and somehow the main kitchen line is plugged somewhere down the line, and so my kitchen is not working today, and I'm waiting for the maintenance people, and we can't really make anything until the kitchen sink is working. So like I can't really make anything here because it just would be bad, and the sink was flooding. So I'm just like, okay, we're gonna make sure that the sink is not flooded, and we're just gonna go and have lunch. I'll stream later on. Hopefully get that rectified tomorrow or early or Tuesday. I hope anytime soon. So yeah, had to change plans today, unfortunately, for things, but you know what? Spent some time with the family, and that was kind of good. So, Salvage is a little bit different. In terms of contracts, you don't really see, at least I don't see that many things that are different. However, the methodology of what you do in Salvage and how the products that you get out of it have changed quite a bit, and depending on the kind of ship that you have, you'll see either faster results or better results. So that it's an interesting difference. So of course we're going to be going to Yang's place. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully not a whole lot of PvP, but we'll see. And you'll kind of tell a little bit of what's different. Alright, let's just switch this sucker on. Flight ready, please. Let's pick one of the MFDs and let's set our power distribution. So I want to kind of get. Oh, let's call.
Protocols initiated. Please.
All right. Increase power to shields and to engines. Gotcha. Maybe more power to shields. And let's check lasers, life support. We don't really need. Who puts power to life support anymore? Let's go. What am I flying? This is the Misk Fortune. So Misk has its own kind of starter salvaging ship. And, you know, each ship is going to have their own implementation of salvage, of course. Which, you know, kind of balances them out against each other if you think about, like, the differences between, say, the Drake Vulture and, you know, the Reclaimer and this, the Misk Fortune. There's also rumors that RSI is going to have a starting salvage ship soon. We don't know. Hopefully that's going to be a case. Kind of excited to see what it is. I can't say that I'm a collector of ships, so I'm not going to be picking up a second one. I think I'm going to be fine with this. Ah, freshening the cup. Yes. Everybody make sure. Stay hydrated. gosh, I'm gonna have to buy gallons of water. I'm just really paranoid without my kitchen sink. It's just amazing how crazy things are when you're missing like one appliance in your house. Like I tried washing my coffee mug in the bathroom. It didn't go well at all. Just missing a whole lot of things. And plus, it's like the dishwasher, of course. Oops, sorry. The dishwasher is right next to the kitchen sink, so I'm like, I can't use the dishwasher because the dishwasher, it's basically the drain is connected to the main line, as is the kitchen sink. So if I was to use the dishwasher, guess what happens? It would flood everything because it runs off the same drainage pipe. So I'm like, okay, we can't wash the dishes that were supposed to get washed. I can't rinse out my coffee cup. I guess I would have to bring like my dish soap to the bathroom and try to wash my coffee mug out there. It's just a nightmare. But yes, the misfortune is, you could say it's somewhat of a competitor to the Drake Vulture. In many ways, it has certain niceties that the Vulture doesn't have, but at the same time, it's balanced out by the fact that the Fortune probably has a slower speed at actually disintegrating things or, salvaging parts. But it does have an interesting, cool system. If you see right here, it has this grid for salvage boxes that are made from the refining process. There's an onboard system that turns the material into actual boxes. All right, where's this thing? I don't see the continuation of the mission here. I think the mission broke. Yeah, so the Misfortune has this thing where it automatically creates the boxes and then puts them onto the grid. So in the Vulture, you can create materials and put them in the boxes, but as they eject out of the machine or whatever it is in the back of the Vulture, it just spits the box out, and then you have to stack it manually. Whereas on the Fortune, it automatically creates the boxes and puts them onto both sides of its kind of salvage cargo grid. So you can put things like the new, like RMC comes out here, but also construction material, which is what it can create. Okay, according to this, yeah, the paint is kind of cool. I like this white paint. According to the contract, salvage scrap at Yang's place on Pyro 2. Okay, we're kind of here. I'm going to untrack, and then I'm going to track it again. I'm assuming that there's scrap down here at Yang's place. Maybe that's Yang's place here. Let's switch it to... Now that's a place close to Yang's. Turning it around. Looking for actual markers that say Yang's place. Sunset Mesa, Jackson Swap. Where is Yang's? This has got to be Yang's right here, right? Medium-sized salvager will have that tech for sure. Oh, well, something that's medium-sized frontier fighter. Oh, shit. This is enemy territory right there. Yeah, medium-sized salvage, I would expect it to have something that stacks them and constructs them and then puts them away or something. But I think it's maybe manufacturer specific. So here we are over multiple places. Oh shit, Frontier Fighter stuff. Okay, this is a little bit too claustrophobic for me. Like, Daskilla, you know, Daskilla's camera stuff is really cinematic. You gotta check out Daskilla's stream, because he's got some really good saved camera angles, and I haven't quite tried those yet to, like, save them. I want to try it, though. I definitely need to switch away from him at this point, because I'm going to crash into the ground if I do. So I think this mission bugged out. So because it's PTU, I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and abandon this mission and then try to pick it up again. I hope they fix this for live at some point. So let's go back to Salvage. Let's go maybe Sunset Mesa? Oh, or is it Ostler's Claim? Hopefully they're nearby. Shoot. That's far. 129 kilometers. If it is made by Argo, they make it like the RAF. Oh! Oh my goodness. Wait, so Argo has a mining vessel. Do they have a salvage vessel at all? I can't remember. That would basically complete the lineup, you know what I mean? So hold on, am I getting no salvager? Yeah, that would be something. So you have RSI, you've got, we definitely need Argo. What else? Who else needs one? Misk has one, Drake has one, Aegis has the Reclaimer. So what they're saying is the Reclaimer is going to be better at rough moves. So you may not get the best refining out of the Reclaimer, but you'll be able to disintegrate things faster because it has like gigantic parts which can melt ships really quickly. But you may not get the best quality like materials out of it, I believe. I've disintegrated ships with this with the Misk Fortune, and I guess there are like a couple of different tiers of materials that you get out of disintegrating now. So I believe they call them CMATs. So there's different kinds of CMATs, construction materials, and whoa. This one puts out not scraps, but rubble, I believe. And I don't know if that has something to do with maybe like the quality of the machinery that's per vehicle, per manufacturer, or is it something that you can maybe buy, upgrade your ship with, which is something I would be excited for. So let's say you buy a Drake Vulture and you want to increase the quality of the construction materials that your ship can produce from disintegrating a ship. You should be able to customize your ship, you know, with better levels of, I don't know, an internal conversion, you know, system. I forget what they call that exactly in the ship. But yeah, better miners. Or, you know, when you progress through your industry, you'll earn enough money to buy better parts to give you better salvage results. Like, you know, the first one, of course, is like a better salvage head for, you know, better speed, better efficiency, but also the machinery inside that helps you convert all that into like RMC or construction mats. We're gonna go ahead and put extra juice into the engines. 4 to 6 unannounced ships through the rumor mill, huh? Oh my goodness. They've been busy bees back there, and I'm down for that. And I think we all have the maturity to say, hey, you know what, CIG can operate on multiple things at multiple levels simultaneously. So if they're pumping out ships, more power to them, because the ship team is not the same as like the feature team or the art team. So it's not that they're ignoring anything else. They're actually still working. The only complaint I would probably have with the ship team is that management, of course, is probably telling them to prioritize brand new ships versus ones that people have pledged for in the past. New merchantman. Yeah, so 600i rework. So yeah, we're gonna get new ships for sure. And well, I do welcome that they're gonna do a gold pass on the Aurora. Daskilla mentioned that in his stream like this afternoon, and I am so excited to actually see that. This paint. What is the name of this paint again? I think it's called. Dude, I gotta look this one up yet. But whatever it is, white and yellow is kind of a nice feel for this. Kind of digging it. It's I kind of like this for the entire Misk line, you know? Hoping they do a little bit more of that. All right, I probably could have got to this claim a lot faster if I just went and did like a whole jump. But definitely we're just taking the scenic route for sure. You crash a lot doing decent shots. Oh yeah, I've done a few of those in the past, and here I am trying to do this with mouse and keyboard. Can we do this? Can we be a low flyer? Oh my goodness. Can we do this? Can we be cinematic? Getting to the top of the dunes in a salvage ship? That sort of looks better from over here, though. Just trying to avoid the tops of the mountains, of course. But yeah, when you're closer to the ground, it's so much nicer because you get to see how quickly everything just kind of flies by. You know, when you're closer to the ground, mountaintops, the water, the landscape that's kind of passing underneath you. Now, it's been a while since I actually landed somewhere and just kind of walked around. Dude. How many other people fly mouse and keyboard, though? Oh, look. Lakes. I was so bummed when Chris Roberts actually went up on stream and he explicitly said in his keynote speech, like, no fishing until 1.0, and I was like, oh, damn, stabbed me through the heart, dude. So, you know, maybe in grand CIG fashion, we'll not only get fishing, we'll probably get fishing with a side of hunting and basically skinning and cooking, and, you know, just something for actual camping, you know? So that you can take your ship that you see here, and we could park it somewhere on the side of a shoreline, break out with, you know, the barbecue grill, And, you know, I'll put on like a nice straw hat, break out my little chair, my bottle of smoltz, and I'm just going to sit here on the side and I'm just going to just, you know, like throw in a line and enjoy my time in the game doing something relaxing. You know, and I think Chris would really appreciate being, you know, seeing people doing a number of different activities, not just blowing things up or shooting things, but actually, you know, getting together with friends in a social situation. Doing something like fishing. I remember they had once said that they were only maybe months away from getting actual swimming in the game, and I was like, yeah, well, if that's true, then maybe they already had half that gameplay ready to go. Oh, hey, Daskilla, thank you so much. Yeah, actually, I've got to kind of make the YouTube channel a little bit more organized, but I appreciate that. I did kind of look at going to YouTube and going, man, I gotta redo like all my thumbnails because they're just kind of random at this point. Okay, what is this? Did you notice? Okay, so CFP. This is a CFP mission. These guys actually hate me, so I don't know why why CFP would send me here. But yeah, the CFP mission sent me here to do salvage in Headhunter territory. That's killer. Well, I'd be down to have a barbecue with you, beachside, with my smoltz light. I like my amber ale, and you know, if we had a catch of something fresh out of the lake that we can kind of grill, you know, on the shore. Look at this. Oh, it's a headhunter's mission. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that, but still. It is Headhunter's territory, although the problem is the mission is not progressing properly. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is. Well, let's go see. Okay. So now we know. In salvage mode, we got to go probably VTOL. You want to make this thing go quick. Got our lights on. Usually, it's nothing more than a piece of metal. Oh, shit. Okay. Right, maneuvering thrusters are a little bit wanting. Where'd that piece of scrap go? It's back here. It's usually a small, yeah, like a folded piece of metal. Now, when you're salvaging, and you're doing it from the air, mostly, I can tell that VTOL is kind of funky right now, which is fine. At some point, CIG is going to take away the ability for us to just float, and I think that's fine also. There should be a little bit of skill involved. But in this case, if you're going to be in VTOL like this, and you want to hold your position, you use the right shift button to lock your steering, and you can kind of move your salvage head around while still pointing in the same spot. So you can hold where you're at and then start salvaging from here. Now it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to do this from the sky. You will be able to burn through the material very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and like move closer. I think a lot of people try, you know, basically this was meant for folks with a hand tool. Lock steering. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get it from here. We may have to do this from the other side. Although, it is very tight quarters here. You learned something new again. Yeah, I never thought actually that that would come in handy anywhere. The basically it's the lock for what? There's an official name for it. What is the name of the control? Lock ship rotation. Okay, so locking the ship rotation. See, if you don't lock it, of course your ship just keeps moving around like this when I'm trying to aim. But in this case, now I can kind of bring it down as far as I can and lock the ship rotation here. And now I can move my weapon around and continue to work. This is so weird because 33% of this thing and it's not able. However, you can switch to tractor beam. And I should be able to rotate it, right? Ah, I like that. I actually didn't know you could do that until I realized that, oh, this has a tractor beam. And that's a great use for it because there's more to scrape. Complete. Alright, so of course, scraps like this only count for RMC. And for most people, like, RMC is only useful to sell as just straight up RMC. But, for example, if I'm sure we can find a million of these. Let's go look. I'm going to go ahead and unlock rotation. We're going to see, now that we've scanned a little bit, you see all those little pips. Well, those aren't just animals or copion. Of course, some of these things are just kind of ships laying around. What's that? Those? What are those? It's odd because they're marked with pips, but they're not anything more than what looks like fuel storage tanks. Can I target them? I can't target them. But I don't know what they are. It just seems weird. Like if these are things that, can I salvage these? Service invalid. Okay, no, you can't. So those, not sure why they have pips, but in PTU especially, you're gonna get abandoned ships all over the place. So close to most of these other properties, you should find ships that are just sitting around. And with that, we're going to do more than just scrape, we're going to disintegrate. And that's going to help us build construction material. And the construction material, based on the quality that you create, will earn you different kinds of cash. So, probably not here, but let's go back to what is it, Jackson's Swap? So I'm going to go ahead and move us into position for there. Nav quantum. Alright, let's go. And from there, you'll see usually abandoned ships, like crazy. Guys, I wish we could like loot or find Hawaiian shirts and shorts to wear. And maybe flip-flops. That would complete the look, I think. Alright, find me something. Yeah, Sunset Mesa. If that's in the sunlight. Gonna decouple, flip her around, and push. Go. I like this ship. It's clean. It's not the most efficient salvaging ship, but it's a comfortable ship to be in. You know, for a starter, starting industry ship, it's all self-contained. It's got a doesn't have much in terms of weaponry, but it has everything you need to make your living off of like scrap. It's got a bed too, so you know, one thing I didn't like about the new Drake mining ship was just simply the fact that it's such a big ship and it doesn't have even a like a sleeping cot, which I would kind of expect for a ship that size. It has gigantic areas to hold, yeah, the cargo, but unfortunately no living space. Now here's something interesting. There's an abandoned ship here. Maybe we could scrap it? This camera setup could be used for dynamic shots. It possibly could, Daskilla. I'd like to try sometime. What do we got here? Is this a... this is the Argo mining ship, right? Lights off. Oh my god, I'm decoupled. Alright. This thing is just floating in midair. Powered, possibly. Maybe it's got its shields on? Target is shielded. Does that mean I can... I mean... Is there somebody in there? I guess I have to scan it, right? Here it goes. Scan. Let's see if there are any live bodies in here. It shouldn't be, right? There's nobody in here. Parts. Cargo. It's got some stuff, for sure. But in terms of who it is, I don't see anything. Maybe we can take them out. It's abandoned, right? Alright. Remaining power to weapons. Jesus, this hardly has any weapons.
Target friendly.
I think it's gonna take me a while to kill this thing, though.
Caution. Target friendly.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, like, blow this guy up with my puny little guns. These guns are not meant to, like, attack a ship.
Caution. Target friendly.
This is for, like, confusing somebody enough for you to get away.
Caution. Target friendly.
You'll be like, what the hell? Somebody's shooting at me. Just enough for you to run away.
Caution. Target friendly.
Maybe we can knock off his engine.
Caution. Target friendly.
Oh my goodness. I don't think we'll be able to shoot this guy down. We'll have to look for something smaller.
Caution. Target friendly.
Maybe we could somehow board the ship.
Target friendly.
Board the ship and possibly
Caution. Target
turn off its shields. Yeah. Is this guy going down or what?
Target friendly.
Do we have a target? No target.
Caution. Target friendly.
This guy ain't going down. He ain't going down without a fight.
Caution. Target friendly.
Come on. Oh my gosh. My weapons are so useless.
Caution. Target friendly.
Component.
Caution. Target friendly.
Is this how you do sub-component targeting right here? Attacking the engines?
Target friendly.
I'm trying to go after his engines. Like, or is it this? Well, I kind of want to blow off the sides.
Caution. Target friendly. Caution. Target
Dude.
friendly.
Sure is. This sure is a change from my Asgard. Okay, you know what? Maybe there's another ship around here that's... What do we got? There's another ship right there. 4.5 kilometers. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. Now, if there was a ship that did the combination of salvage and mining, imagine that ship. I think we see it. There it is. Small ship. No. Actually, it's a saber. Let's take a look. Maybe we can scan this thing. Preparing to scan. Unknown. Shields are on.
Caution. Target friendly.
Or is it? Can we scrape it? Target is shielded. Okay, guess we're gonna need to do the deed. Or we can break into it. I think. Right? If you shoot a ship enough, the shields go, or the doors open, right? The door unlocks. Now it's time for the experiment. We're far enough away from that headhunter ship to try this out, so. Alright, let's go. Give it a shot. If you focus fire on the canopy, you should be able to crack it open. Okay. Gonna try that out, Das. Here goes nothing. Exit ship. Here goes. Where is the symbol? I should be able to see the symbol here. Ladder. I feel like it's actually here I should be focusing on. Canopy. I know you could do with the Arclight pistol. I should have used that one instead, but maybe it'll work. Because most people use like a P4 to break into ships. Anybody know if I'm doing this right? F. No? Well, heck, this is a much smaller ship than the Argo. So maybe we can crack this thing. You know, if you guys understand what I'm actually trying to do here, I'm actually trying to like get the ship so that I can disintegrate it. That's more of Danny's thing. Breaking into things, I'm not really good at like breaking into ships. Especially with a ship that's not meant for breaking into anything. It's more like breaking ships that are already broken, but apparently we're gonna have to break it ourselves, so let's do that. Switching to SCM gun.
Engines on. Launch sequence complete. Caution. Target friendly.
Oh my gosh, this thing has no vertical stabilization. If you're pointing down, it definitely doesn't, it complains, which is kind of okay. Aerodynamically, this makes sense. So yeah, just go ahead and land. Am I even hurting this thing? What is it doing? I think it's actually hurting it. I don't know why. It kind of... Alright, let's take some power away from shielding so we have backup power. I don't think it's going to go to the guns. Let's go ahead and make sure that coolers are okay, yeah. Oh my god, we actually blew it up. Okay, there you go. There's a ship that you can do whatever you want with. So, now we switch to... We can disintegrate this thing. So, another thing that's different about salvaging gameplay is that, you know, like, you can't just like disintegrate a ship and just suck in the parts and then you just get whatever you get. Efficiency of disintegrating a ship is dependent on your positioning, and I don't know what that... They said there's a sweet spot for particular ships, or at least the ship that you're shooting. But we can do that from here. So if I switch it now to... Is it fracture mode? Okay, we can do that from here now. It's actually fracturing. Hard to tell because the VFX are kind of missing. But you do hear the weird noise is the sound of me melting the ship. Or at least breaking it in half. Alright, let's... We need to probably add more shields though. Okay, no power fracturing. Well, we're definitely cracking this sucker. I'm just a little disappointed right now that the VFX are missing. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this for issue cancel. Yeah, now that... Well, we just cracked it in half. So, switching it now to disintegration mode will bring us a particular quality of material. And you can see here, by looking at all the little indicators, how much each of these pieces would take up space in the storage buffer for the ship. I think we can just simply just kind of move it around and just bring in as much whatever we can, and let's just go ahead and shoot it. We're going into disintegration mode, which obviously is not making a lot of VFX at all. It just sort of makes a goofy little blur mode on everything. And it doesn't make any sound. Oh, yep, there it goes. It's like kind of sucking in the parts. There's not even like the sound of a Slurpee straw or anything. It's just... So, Daskilla also mentioned this earlier in his stream, which was like, audio is going to make the game. And so, what you're seeing, or not, what you're not hearing, is basically the experience kind of not selling that immersion. It's sort of like, I don't know what's happening right now, but visually you can sort of tell that something's happening, but there's nothing to indicate that you're disintegrating a ship in front of you. Whoa. So, yeah. something just happened. We dissolved a cracked part of a ship, but you couldn't really tell from a lot of that. Okay. Well, yeah, it was sort of poof in sort of very it's kind of anticlimactic, you know? Any other ships? Nope, just birds. Maybe there's one more that can fill. There's a couple more. I think that was the raft. The one over here, hopefully, is something I can't tell. Hopefully that's not the raft. We got full powered engines. What does this look? It kind of looks like a Nomad. If it's a Nomad, we might be able to like pop it and scrape it. It's just a serial number so far. Unable to tell. Oh, jeez. Alright. This thing has really weird flight characteristics. Oh, shoot, that's scrap metal. Alright, what do we got? The ship is... this guy probably has his shields on. Don't know anything about...
Procedure started. Docking denied.
Let's switch it on to scrap mode. Power is on. Okay. How do we switch it to cycle mode? Left Alt W. Left Alt R? Left Alt A? Scraper. Okay. Why is the surface invalid? Target. Target. I don't know why. It says target is invalid. Is that because it's not telling me the shields are on or anything. Let's switch it to tractor beam. No? Okay, let's switch it to scraper. Surface as invalid. That probably means it could mean that the shields are on? Unsure. Well, that's fine because we could just shoot it, right? let's just go. Switching to preparation mode, which means, oh, good grief. Switching to guns, because in order to prepare this, we need to shoot it, right?
Caution. Target friendly.
Oh boy, okay, hold on. It requires a little bit more time to crack this thing.
Target friendly.
Crack another one, come on.
Target friendly.
These small ships still take a little bit of effort.
Target friendly.
Oh, my bad. There was somebody there. Sorry.
Docking procedure started.
Did you see that? Did you see? There was a guy that just like ran out. A dude just ran out of the settlement to the Nomad. I think he was like, "Hey!" I was like, "Oh shit! Okay, somebody actually didn't abandon their ship," which means we probably should get the fuck out of here. Okay, so you guys already just saw what it looks like to disintegrate a ship, right? Now, when you do a contract for salvaging, disintegrating the ship basically gives you the same result. It should show up as a complete mission if you disintegrate a ship rather than just simply scraping it. Holy crap, give me a I need an escape vector right now. Okay, there we go. Alright, now, this is how we disintegrate a bigger ship and allows us to create construction material. Go to contracts. We may need to go towards the planet, though. So, Monarch. We have to be in the vicinity. Okay, now we can do this. Go to contracts, go to salvage. Say, anvil arrow. Now it's going to be probably just kind of laying around in space. It's right over there. That's actually farther away than we expect. By the way, Rust Society, underrated armor. It's light armor, but it has a cool logo, cool color scheme, and I love the fact that it has like a visor. It's basically the Venture armor with like a visor that goes across. A beautiful ship. It kind of looks like a Misk Prospector. It gives me hope that the if there is an RSI, a new RSI ship, that it's gonna look really. Like, I'm hoping that it does like what it does look like an Intrepid class from Star Trek. I think I would really enjoy that. Because Daskeller kind of noticed that about the Apollo. I think it was like, yo, it looks like something from out of Star Trek Voyager. Okay. We're gonna just crack this one. And we're gonna crack it and turn it into construction material.
Quantum travel complete.
Is that it right there? Yep. It is a anvil arrow. When you are disintegrating ships, of course you're going to want to have your shields as high as you can, because when you fracture, you got to be pretty close, and fortunately fracturing causes it to kind of explode, which could damage you in the process. And fracturing requires you to be pretty darn close to the ship. I was wondering why mine wasn't able to actually do this. It's because I was too far away. You gotta be closer than 20 meters. So switch to... So here's salvage mode. You thought you could fracture at 60? I was at 30 or so with in this same situation, and nothing was working. As soon as I had got closer, it allowed me to actually fracture the ship. So now I'm going to switch now from scraper to fracture mode. So it looks like 49. Okay, 45. That's kind of weird because it wasn't working as well before. I think I was maybe outside of, like, I was probably this far before and I had to actually close in. So let's fracture here. It's breaking. Oof. And you get like pieces of stuff all over the place. Okay, now we're in disintegration mode. You gotta go and find everything that you're looking for. Everything went flying all over the place, so... Let's see what you do. Now, there is a bug in the UI for the Fortune where any warning text shows up on the right side and it's like it'll get cut off, so you won't be able to read them correctly. Just be aware of... Oh. That's funny. What do you guys think of this? To make... This is kind of unrelated, but in terms of like tractor beaming, let's say you have a multi-tool and you've got like 40 boxes in front of you. They're 1 SCU each. Okay? Now, let's say they're arranged in like, you know, like just sort of a nice, neat cargo grid stack. Why? We should make it so that tractor beams grab an area equivalent to 8 SCU at a time. So, for example, you know how big an 8 SCU box is? It's a giant cube. So make it so that tractor beams can grab a cube-size amount of material equivalent to 8 SCUs. Therefore, instead of having to like pull in one box at a time, pull everything that's within that 8 SCU grid so that you can grab all the boxes in that area and move them all at once. Sort of like a forklift pulling a pallet, you know? Just grab all the boxes within 8 SCU, or what is it now? It's 8. So it's basically like, good grief, how many square SCU is that? 1, 2. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's like it's 8. 8 across. Anyway, my math is horrible. But spatially, I can think I figured this out. But so yeah, I mean, just think that way it'd be so much faster to grab things, you know? Okay, we filled up 2.5 SCU worth of material. I think we can do one more and then create the construction material boxes and then turn them in. So we did that. Did we actually do it? Okay, salvage. Another one here. Let's go find out where that is. Maps. Are we at this one? No. Okay. Perfect. Okay, give it. Lead me to it. And boom. Neat little ship, not a lot of UI. Huge bubble of a space. Kind of wonder though, why do they make this like this? But when you're in other MISC ships, they give you like a slit to look out of. Like it almost feels like all the MISC ships should have a bubble as a cockpit. And I mean, this one has, look at that, floating monitors, floating MFDs as a holographic projection. Like, why didn't they do this with any other ship? And I wonder, isn't this like the newest MISC ship they've made? All right, here we go.
Quantum travel complete.
We do the one fracture and disintegration, then we're going to create construction materials out of this. Switching to scraper mode. There we go. Actually fracture. Alt W. Left Alt W. Oh, fracture. We're there now. I'll want to get pretty close, and I'm just going to be probably perpendicular to it. Fracturing now. I feel like if you're going to fracture a ship, it should be more like violent in the sense that it's like you're cracking something, you know? Ooh, all right, disintegrating. It feels like it's actually disintegrating a bunch of things at the same time. Because I see four progress meters happening at the same time. It's going in a very wide cone. And I don't know if it's because this is like the stock module. I thought you had to be aiming directly at something in order to scrape it. Maybe we'll just kind of close in. Okay, now if we back out a little bit, we can get this other small piece. Oh, I wonder, are there other things that you could disintegrate in order to turn into construction material? Okay, almost done here. So far we have like 5.7 tons. Okay, back off a little bit. I think that was pretty much all of that arrow. Not a lot. We're only taking up 3 SCU of our actual storage capacity. So let's go ahead and show you how this ship works. Gonna park it like right here. Now, ship is just floating in space. It's hard to see from this angle, so maybe we'll just cast some sunlight so you guys can see. Like so. Okay, maybe that's good right there. Alright, I'm going to park it here and take a tour of the ship so you guys can check out how we make a construction material. Now we have a little bit in the buffer for just regular RMC, so that's just... geez, what does RMC actually stand for? It's basically salvaged material. Well, we have the bathroom here. Everybody knows what a bathroom is. It has like a built-in toilet. That's kind of combined with a shower. Hopefully you can close that, because no one wants to have splashing from there to, you know. Yeah, typical stuff. CIG needs to come up with something for that, because we dedicate a lot of space in our ships just for bathrooms. Someday we'll have ship computers. There's your shield module. The bed. There should be personal storage. Yep, there's personal storage there. Components for radar. Life support. It's not quite a thing yet. Deploy the weapon rack. Oh. Well, for small arms, apparently. Access point for the gravity generator, which we don't... There's no such thing yet. Jump drive. Components that can be changed out. Oof, I can't wait till we can actually do that. Fuse box, of course, having... No, fuse box doesn't really do anything yet. And water dispenser. I don't know if this is like a food processing plant. Okay, the real industry stuff here. I don't know what this is. It is, oh, you know what? I think this, it's a window. You can actually see outside, believe it or not. This shows you the cargo spindles that has a physical grid on there for holding the boxes of material that you create. So, 2 sides for salvage. These things automatically create 1 SCU boxes out of the material that you've collected and auto ejects it onto the physical grid. So, if we look closely, we've got 0.20 SCU of RMC and not much actually, 2.84 SCU of construction material. Now we can use RMC, for example, to create things. You can actually craft very small objects, not much. Things like fuses. Actually, that's kind of cool. You can make your own. You need this in order to make a fuse, but you can make stuff like SRT canisters cambios and the cambio light. It's kind of nice. And you can make various multi-tool attachments. So beginning crafting, kind of neat. You are a fast typer. Descula. It's a horrible bathroom taking a critical space. Yeah, you know, poo-poo gameplay, I don't know when that's going to happen. Who knows? It's 1.0, man. We got to start thinking. I'm going to say they're informally projecting 2027. Basic, bugged out. I don't know. Okay, we want to make construction material, okay? We're going to make sure auto eject is set. Does that mean it's highlighted? I can't tell. Oh, it's ejecting. Okay, so it's actually... You can't see it right now, but it's actually doing it. I guess I don't have enough material on this side. Is it done? Holy smokes. There's not enough to make any more material. Yeah, I think we would really need to have like we would have to like melt something like a hammerhead in order to get like a really good amount of material, but I can show you now if we EVA out using the rear elevator. God, is my helmet on? Yep, helmet's on. Let's go. It may have put out 2 boxes onto the grid. There's 2. Automatically, like, spits it out of this door, and then the conveyor belt attaches it automatically to this grid. And creates these nice, labeled even, material boxes full of cement. Probably only on one side. Yep. Sometimes you feel like someone's out there in space. Like some kind of space shark. Just had to look around. Gotta be careful. In some ways, I feel like EVA looks a little silly Supermaning when I'm not even going that fast. Okay. Bring us up. Now, of course, this is a very small-scale demonstration, but we now go back to a base that has a refinery. You'll see that they have multiple different ways of processing this material. For example, God, I feel like this has been in the game forever. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong, but where are we? We go to checkmate, right? The refinery has multiple ways of processing material depending on if you want it fast or expensive or shield off. Fast, expensive, or high quality. And there are multiple different methods and manufacturers or whatever. Different methods of accomplishing that kind of refining. And I'm kind of hoping that, you know, in the future that these construction materials that you're crafting, not only can you sell them, but when we get base building, maybe that'll be the thing. And that'll be the ultimate thing that we're looking for. Am I really getting 160 frames a second? kind of doubt it. 159, 160. Yeah, and why is my emergency light on? Emergency terminal, of course, doesn't do anything yet. Coming soon. Yo. Yo, what's happening to my view? Okay, that was really weird. Are we here? Oh shoot, we're here. Checkmate station. We're gonna do a quick refinery run here. I haven't really used the refineries here in Pyro, so I know they're a lot different looking than in Stanton. Like a whole lot different. Like if you don't watch your step, you're gonna fall through a hole, kind of different. I can never tell which side's the top. Okay, we're above the station. Let's go ahead and summon ATC. Let's see if we can get a... Alright, copy. There we go. Big ass rock. Watch out for the big ass rock. Do not collide with very gigantic boulders. Where's that hangar? Maybe we are underneath it. What? Extra large hangar? Where the hell am I? Oh shit, that's the hangar. I was like, what is this gigantic hole? And then I thought, okay, this is definitely, did not expect this to be like a welcoming thing for me. Like, yes, you live here, here's the extra large hangar. I don't know why I have a extra large hangar. I don't think I have an extra large ship. So, one thing to note, you need to tractor beam all the stuff off of your ship in order to get it refined. And place them into the freight elevator. So, now we get to use the... What's all the freaking noise? It sounds almost like my ship's gonna explode. That sounds terrifying. Okay, what? Okay, wow. Anyways, let's not worry about that. The nearest freight elevator seems to be over there. So we gotta just tractor beam 2 SCU worth of construction material off the ship. So now, handy dandy tractor beam. There's an improvement to tractor beams now. They're a lot stronger. So notice they can move really quickly now. Rotational speed is pretty quick. I don't know if the range is any different, but you can certainly move these boxes around quicker. And I think they actually fixed the problem or the bug with the scroll wheel speed affecting how fast you can run, I think. It's actually not going to take us very much time to refine refine all these construction materials. There's only 2 SCU worth of it. Alright, turning that in. Just 2 boxes of construction material. Notice it's not just called construction material. It's called construction material rubble. So there's multiple levels of the kinds of CMATs, I think they call them. So there's rubble, and then there's powder, and I think there's stuff like scraps or whatever. But I don't know what this constitutes. Like, if this, I don't know if like rubble is like a higher grade than powder. But for example, they did say something to the effect of the reclaimer can blow things up quicker, but it's lower quality. Whereas the vulture is a little slower. It's like the base, it's like the basic model. It's slower, but it produces like higher quality material. Powder, scraps, and chunks. Okay, yeah, that was another note, which was sort of like CIG needs to be a little bit more consistent, because I'm like, okay, I have rubble. So what is rubble? Is that considered scraps or chunks or powder? I don't have no idea. It's possible that powder and rubble is the same thing. Now we go to the refinery deck. We got to see how long it's going to take to refine all this stuff. Low down. All right. Pyrofinery decks, a little bit different down here. Different experience, though. I remember walking through here, a different area, and I just went to a totally different side, and I wanted to, and they get to show you like what the operation is like, not connected to the shop, so you could just walk around the deck and see how insane and huge it is. Guy's a little lost, probably just like me. One is low yield but high quality. High yield, low quantity. Yeah, okay. A lot of opportunities to fall to your death, I guess, in this station. Refinery. Game over. What is happening here? I actually think, I think it's true. There is like a whole lot of missing audio right now. There should be a heck of a lot more noises. Oh my god. Where am I taking this ladder down to? Oh my goodness, where am I going? Is this like one of those secret things to sneak into the station? And here I am floating above. Oh yeah, man. Dynamic sound, immersion. There should be like the sound of steam and the drone of like machinery. Boom 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 boom, or whatever, you know. And remember how we used to all have sound cards? Like sound blasters and everything like that? I admit, I came into the PC area, or PC era, where I didn't have to have a sound card. And I basically relied on chips that emulated certain kinds of sound into my headphones. But I heard like if you do possess like a sound card, the sound is actually superior than what's coming off your motherboard. Is that still true? You know, it's like, because they go, oh yeah, most motherboards have like, what do you call it, like DTS Dolby something quality sound. I'm just like, is it? Because you would have to have like Dolby surround headphones or whatever. Did this go up? Dolby Atmos? Yeah, so I have Dolby Atmos on my PC and I have it pipe it to here. And I recently, I mean, I got rid of like my Corsair, I think it was the Corsair Void 1 headphones, because the simulated surround, it just wasn't working for me. It was like, I think it's because it was wireless. And wireless headphones, they just don't have the same amount of range, I guess. In terms of like frequency response. Shit, how do I get back to the regular part of this floor? So I went back to wired headphones, and I've heard like basically stereo is actually better. Stereo headphones with bigger magnets offer you better overall sound. Guys, I'm absolutely lost now. I can't. How do I get back to the main refinery? So what I'm using now is basically Dolby Atmos on top of stereo, and I feel like maybe that's. I'm happy with the frequency response I'm getting. At least it feels clear. It it's like a nice range of audio, even if it's not quote unquote surround. Okay, there we go. Now we just got to go to the shop area. Yeah, this is missing a whole lot of sound. You should be hearing the sound of slag and the melting of metal. I'm just glad right now that I'm not having any kind of frame dips or something noticeable. Refinery deck. That's where I want to go. Maybe it's this? Ore sales? Maybe this is where you buy minerals. Oh? Oh yeah, the bug here. The bug here says it shows you ships that you probably own, but aren't even in the game yet. So it's like, what? I don't think I have anything surprising here, but there's probably stuff. Why do I even have some of these ships? Like, this is probably, it's PTU, so some of the ships I don't actually own. No, nothing funny. I wish there would be some ships that haven't even been invented yet. Somebody said it said like Javelin or something like that, and I'm like, hey, there's a Javelin in the game? Look at that F8 Lightning. Where's that? Do I have a Lightning I can pull? Reclaimer? What? I don't have a Reclaimer. Alright, that's ore sales. So here we go. Refinery Center. So this is where we get the difference between speed and expense versus either quality or yield. So material location, why is it crooked? Material location should be checkmate. What is CSCU? 200 CSCU refinable. Set the work order. Okay, I've got 200 quantity of construction material that came off of the Fortune. I want to refine it. It turns from one to another, but what do you want? The default is high speed, moderate cost, low yield. You can change that to any one of these methods. The Cormac method is, yeah, high speed, moderate cost, low yield. I would say I want high speed, high cost, maybe get high yield. I wonder if that's possible. Now you got low speed, high cost, high yield. High speed, high cost, moderate yield. That's better. It's PTU, so you can, we can spare the expense. How about moderate speed, moderate cost, moderate yield? Very low speed, low cost, but a high yield. Different names of processes, or is the same as ore refining? It probably is the same names of the processes. Same concept, though. Low speed, low cost, moderate yield. Although there isn't one that was like high speed, high yield. High speed, high cost. Let's get high yield, but I want to do like moderate speed. I would love to be able, I mean, I wouldn't mind paying extra. Let's do... I mean, high speed, high cost. Is there a moderate? Low speed, moderate cost, high yield. Let's do moderate, no? Man, I don't know what to pick. Very low speed? Fuck that. Let's just try this, just to try it. Alright. Quote, 1 minute and 6 seconds? I like that they can let you quote it, though. So what if I want to do low speed, high cost, high yield? Quote is... You get 200. You actually get 240. It costs what? 240 AUEC. It takes 4 minutes. Do it. All right. It's a small little run. I want you to put this into checkmate. All right. So, I mean, compared to like Stanton refineries, this is all kind of weird. It's very pyro-ish. It's not the most exciting place. What you would really want, though, for example, like for a Misk Fortune, you want to change the head to... Oh, this is mining modules, though. This is not the same. So you'd want to go somewhere to maybe... Can we do it? Is there salvage stuff here?
You're not doing too bad, I hope.
I think these are mining... Yep, mining lasers. So I love how they've got this much variety of equipment for industries like mining. And so I'd hope that at least for salvaging, they'll have that same immersion. And then one day, maybe we'll get the same kind of complexity and choices for stuff like medical gameplay. Being able to buy different parts for your ship to make, you know, maybe more effective medical procedures, surgery, that kind of stuff. Better diagnoses for a more, I guess, for a more permanent cure.
You hanging in okay?
Yeah, not a lot of choices here at Checkmate, unfortunately. Hazard suit. I wonder if these things like do radiation. Fresh fruit, best prices. Hey, yo.
How you been? You good?
I do have in-game VoIP. I wonder if it'll work here. Hello, is anybody out there? No response. Yeah, I didn't see anything for no salvage type equipment here, unfortunately. And ore sales. You can sell quantum fuel? Is that so? Hydrogen fuel you can sell? They're unrefined. That's kind of neat. I wish I had something that I could probably pull stuff off of. Where's that reclaimer? It's what is it, Aegis? Let's look at the Aegis reclaimer and see what you can pull from that. Lots of actual fuel, but yeah, I guess you can't do that. All right, is that enough time? Let's go to the refinements here. I doubt that was like 4 minutes. One work order currently processing. Oh, 9 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. You get 160. What is that? CSCU, like cubic SCU or something? Put it in Checkmate, yeah. Collect it. And boom. Now you're not going to see it in your inventory. You're going to see it in the freight elevator. And unfortunately, at this point, you can't really do anything with the construction material that is refined here, except you can take it to like a TDD, those trade places that, and they'll buy it off of you. But I don't know if it's worth that much. But I think in the future, Stenti SCU. What in the world does that mean? Is that like a Latin term? Centi. There's like Centi. It's I'm sure it's a unit of measure. Same thing like with micro SCU, and they show you like the symbol. It's like I think it's called an umlaut. Oh, like centi, like centimeter. So what is it, like 1/10 of an SCU? 160 1/10 of an SCU? I'm not really sure. But if we go to the freight elevator, and we... Oh, okay. I guess we could go to the ship dealer and see what they got for sale. We've got millions of millions of AUEC. What can we spend it on here? Oh, a dragonfly. Mm-hmm. Very nice. So glad they kind of fixed this vehicle. Now that you can open this, and you can actually open and close the thing now properly. Where before you couldn't. And in the rear, they fixed this. And I'm not really sure why, but this has like a shock absorber It has like it basically has a suspension spring sticking out in the back, and I don't know why it stayed that way. Now, you can fit two 1 SCU box. No, they're not even 1 SCU. They're like micro SCU boxes back here. Good enough for like cargo delivery or box delivery. They fixed that, and there should be also a second button for. Where's the other button? Did they make? I think they broke the other button. There's two buttons here. One of which is the cargo tray, and there's a second button that's above it for the personal storage. But that one seems to be. I think it's broken because this is like a demo model. We've got Cyclone. You got a Nova tank. Amazing. Cutlass Red. Mist Prospector for mining.
What's up?
Stop. Oh, you see what's back there? There's a Drake Vulture. Heck. Can I buy one? Drake Vulture. 2.6 million AUEC. Purchase the ship. Cool. Don't know why you're showing me the STV. Cutlass Red. Buccaneer. Golem. Kind of nice. I don't know how long this is going to last in my inventory, but I'll just keep it. Alright. We're going to show you the construction material box, and then we're going to show you the new CFP versus Headhunt or Frontier Fighters gameplay. This thing is ready to go live. I think they just gotta. Oh, I don't know. There's a couple. There was like one crash bug I ran into, and some of the missions where the objectives are just not spawning correctly. That's just kind of concerning. That's all. Holy smokes! Is that the Misk Fortune over there? Insane. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to just run over there, store the ship, and pull out. I'm thinking we pull out the Drake Vulture. Fair comparison. Alright, notice here. Okay. So, golly, you can't zoom in anymore. Construction materials. It ends up as basically, let's see, you gotta bring it down. Now, I mean, I don't really have a reason to bring it up, but we could load it into the back of the ship. There's construction materials, we can bring it up. It looks like it's contained in the 2 SCU box. While that's happening, we'll call up the Drake Vulture. Drake Vulture. Nice to see the different options. Oh, that was already 2? Guess I already had one. There goes the Misk Fortune. Goodbye. As that's going down, here's the construction mats. So it's, what? 2 SCU construction material. Weighs what? Is this saying it weighs 2 tons? Alright, bring it up. Let's go. Let's go. Extra large hangar is kind of too big. Don't know what I've got in here in PTU that's causing this to have an extra large hangar. Makes it a little overly dramatic just for a small ship. Alright, let's get it ready. Drake Vulture does have like a small cargo area in the rear. Perfect for stuff like little boxes. And we're gonna run out there and see, yeah, it's a little stronger of a beam, so that's definitely welcome. Open the ramp. So the appeal here is that with a Drake Vulture, you have a little bit more room in this trunk. However, the downside is it's shared with whatever output you're getting out of like this crafting area that they have back here. Although you could argue that it's kind of the same with the Misk Fortune. The Misk Fortune only has 2 SCUs on the rear elevator for a cargo grid, so you can hold one box like this. And the Vulture, it actually has a smaller area to stack boxes, although you could kind of just jerry-rig a bunch of boxes as high as they'll go. Kind of neat. We'll bring this to a place that we can sell it. But this will also take us to the mission location now. What is this? Wardrobe. And here's your gun locker. Just random blinky lights. And living quarters. Nice. Gravity generator. Place to cook. Components. Once again, restroom, like everybody's got to have one. Fold out toilet right underneath the shower. Oh, okay. Let's go use it right now. Oh, I shouldn't have had that Alep rat. Reminds me, this guy probably needs to eat. Oh yeah. My water bottle was like blocking my view. Okay, let's fold that out. How do you close this? Close. Close the restroom. Snack time for this dude. Have some ramen. It's kind of a weird pyro-based ramen, so... Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Enjoy. Comes with built-in chopsticks. Love it. Could use some hot sauce. Could use some... Oh. What do you think? Oh. Well. Slimy. Yet satisfying. I like it. Alright. We've satisfied hunger. We need thirst. Okay, so we need reclaimed water. Yum, yum, yum. Love the stuff. Oh. Oh, don't spill it onto my chin. Yeah, pyro water is kind of has that copper, high in copper. You know, gotta have those minerals. Kind of has like the tinge of like, I guess it could be blood and iron mixed together. All right. Now, for the missions that involve the next chain of events, which brings together the fight for Pyro. Where are the buttons in this cockpit here? Flight ready. Shields? Oh, I see. Wow. Strange. Okay, I can bump up the weapons a little bit. Let's go. I like the look of this ship. It's kind of cool. Didn't they say that this ship was analogous to something in Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky? Okay, contracts. Now we want to abandon that. Let's look for CFP. Stop the what's this? Hunt the Polaris. Fuck that right now. I can't do that in this ship. Near Jackson Swamp, there is a guy we're looking for. We want to retrieve the data pad. Okay, let's see. That's the lower level mission. So we're looking for a data pad on an area near Jackson Swamp. The IG, if you can find a way to get all these overlapping quantum travel areas away. Much obliged. Looks like the Type 8. Has neat little funny antennas. Certainly not aerodynamic in any sense, but it has that cool sci-fi. It's very cyberpunk. I mean, if it wasn't Drake, you would think that this was like Argo, you know? It's a very Argo-looking design. This may involve some FPS combat, or not. I think we might actually be able to do this without any FPS combat. I think the exploit, not really an exploit, the way they design this mission is such that the guy who's holding the data pad is marked. So it's like all you have to do is shoot him and then just tractor beam in the data pad, or the body with the data pad. I suppose it'll be better than, you know, just randomly putting the data pad on somebody on the ground. Gonna get a little messy because it's all at nighttime. Crap. Okay, no problem. It's not as fun to look at night. We're gonna wave the big arms at these bad guys. Yeah, already kind of 20 kilometers. Give me that scary music. You know it. I'm all here for it. Already got the lights. 11K. Coming in on 5K. We're going to switch to SCM mode and activate shields.
Shield system online.
Lights on. Two clicks out. Approaching target. 75 shots off of the main gun. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to put gear down and slow us down a little bit. See what we got.
Landing gear down.
There's our dude. He's literally like targeted. This is like an assassination mission right here, basically. Okay, I gotta get that guy. Take him out. Take the data pad. Look at all those guys swarming, though. You see that? Guy's down. Guy's dead. Alright, now all we gotta do is put on power, maximum shields. Let's go. We got 2 MFDs to deal with here. Oh crap. Funny, nobody's shooting right now. Alright. It's as good as we're gonna get with shields. We could just blow everybody away. Let's go!
Shield system reset.
Come on, give me some of that good lovin'. Good lovin'. Let's see what you guys got. Convergence is all funky right now. Can't see where the bullets are hitting. Size 1s takes like 2 times knocking him down in order to score an actual kill. Alright, what we need to really do is just tractor beam that main guy. I actually should stop shooting because I'm going to lose track of which dude has the data pad. But I think he is the main dude, like in the center of the screen right there. Everybody else wearing light armor. Okay, let's going in. Maybe we can hover and do this. This will be fun if I can. Alright, locking steering. Don't move. See if we can make this work. Okay. Go to the back. Drop down. Tractor beam. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Shit, there he is. Oh, fuck, I almost fell off the ship. That would have been fatal. Oh. Alright. They're shooting. If I had, like, stepped a little bit more to the left, I would have fell out of the ship and this would have been game over. Okay. Inner pilot seat. Once we're in the pilot seat, we're going to go, control left bracket. Shift. Alright. We are good. We're away from private property. We can set the ship down. Oh, shit me. Back it up. Alright, this is not... It's bad, but not horrible. Fine, we don't need to... It's a really weird shaped ship. So, we don't have to do much more than basically not strip this guy down, but basically just take the data pad off his body, put it in our backpack. So here he is. Loot. Nice. Can I have the grenade? Oh, there it is. The data pad. Backpack. Got it. Deliver the data pad to the freight elevator at Checkmate. Now this guy is wearing cool kind of armor. If you think about it, because can turn him over. Ooh, you like that? I got my foot on his chest, like, what's up, bro? It's like, what's up? What's up? Wipe yourself off. You did. Defiance armor. Yeah. Oh, yeah? It's all about that Rust Society, boy! Okay. Now, one thing you'll notice about whatever's in my backpack, it's almost as interesting as some stuff you'll see in Cyberpunk. You know how there's always little stories? Well, if you can actually tap the button and read. Oh, let's see. Oh, crap. It's in that. Oh, shit. Damn it. Pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. You can read the email. And you get an idea of, like, what's actually going on here, which is kind of cool. It's like, what? It's like, damn, Blair. Clack just told me what happened to you. Blah, 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 blah. You get hacked or something? The thing that just sucks is that there isn't any juicy gossip on this stuff. Like, you don't get anything like spam. So I always loved, been sort of like Cyberpunk, where there was some spam where you're just sort of like finding out, oh, this guy was into trading, you know, either illegal stuff, and then it's like he's getting spam on his email. But interesting here, he's got an email. Who's it to? Jax? Is this the Jax from Jax McCleary? Could this be like some kind of clue about Jax McCleary? But yo, what's this thing about Dad? How'd the haul go? All we care about is knowing you're safe. Your mother can't sleep because she's worried. Please, please calm or write us back as soon as you can, even if it's one simple word. 2955. So they're trying to reach Blair, and they haven't got a response back. Huh. Interesting. I wonder, is there anything in here? Dear valued customer, recall notice for the Prism laser shotgun. So, does that mean that there's something wrong with the shotgun? Anyway, yeah, there's some interesting stories in here. How do I put this back? Carry. Should be able to store it. Okay. So is this Blair? Or maybe it was stolen from Blair? Anyway, we got to bring it back and turn it in to Checkmate. Now, there's another mission, very similar. I think we can turn them both in at the same time. I don't know if it's a continuation of this. It certainly paid almost double. get a data pad from Frontier Fighters. We need someone to get to the asteroid base. Oh. Take out Schaefer. Get the intel off the datapad. He won't be alone, so best be prepared for a fight. There's one that's like secure Frontier Fighters data. Amelia Boyd is a high-ranking official near an asteroid base in possession of a datapad filled with information. Knocking out LaSalle and getting our hands on that datapad could be instrumental. You're up for a task. Bring some friends, plenty of gear, stiff resistance, kill the boss. If there were different contents on either datapads, kind of like newspapers from R2D2. Oh, I mean, RDR2. Red Dead Redemption. Now, if I was to, oh, look at that, take out the commander, they fly a Drake Cutlass Black. Sizable escort. Okay, we definitely cannot do any of that. Probably from a Drake Vulture. But I think we can at least go to the level of get this datapad from these guys. Currently in possession, go to an asteroid base, take out... Well, I will definitely fly there right now. If this place looks too hot, I might come back in something else. That isn't so not fighterish. But it is nice to have this, you know, salvage mobile. You got what we came for? Let's see if this can survive just flying near an asteroid base. If there is resistance, we will pull out and grab something else. Okay, that's our delivery point for the main mission. Very interesting. This thing has a pretty damn good thrusters for a salvage ship. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Or contracts off accepted. There we go. Track. Oh my god. That's far. 75 billion meters away? I don't... Can this thing even make it that far? I'd be like, F it.
Drive is now on.
Oh, wow. I guess in this case, I say we do just like we've seen. We're going to take a break while we're headed over there. It's going to take about 7 minutes, so I'm going to run the ads. I'm going to probably grab a snack, and we'll be back before this thing even finishes the quantum travel. So hang tight, guys. We're going to run some ads. We're going to take a little bit of a break, go hydrate, go use the bathroom, potty, and we'll come back and we'll see this mission through, all right? I will see you in a bit. Here we go. Let's go! I wonder if I can make coffee. I should make coffee. Oh, one of my older... That was my old username.
Roger. Godfather copies. compound on that hill. Alright. Everybody out. Everybody out.
Got her up. Shock 2 deployed.
Oh my goodness, that thing was done. My bad. Not quite there, but definitely gonna keep on flying. I'm gonna bring you back now. Shorter break than I thought. I'm still actually snacking a bit. Want to kind of look over something. This is still going on, but let's take a look at our browser. Hello, browser. Where's our browser? No? Did I open a new one? Oh, there it is. The search is on. Push! Oh my god! Wow, scared the crap out of me. Thank you for that. I actually should be playing a little bit more Helldivers. I think I'm doing that this week. This week is going to be about probably a little bit of Helldivers, but you know the 10th is arriving soon. I don't know how many of you have been waiting for Battlefield 6, but I will definitely be there. I can't wait for the return of hopefully a Battlefield that is going to bring itself back to the good days of grounded, combined arms combat. You know, not like Arma, but definitely not like Battlefield 2042. Oh shoot, looks like we got some hostiles here. Definitely means this is a guarded They've got guards here. I don't know if we can really fight in this configuration. Let's go with... He's closing. Multiple hostiles. At least two. We could take him maybe one at a time. Maybe hide behind the rock. Use that as cover. Can't dodge that much. Don't have a high capacitor in terms of... Ah! Let's go! Yep, we'll just blast him. We'll blast him. That's for sure. That's facts. Let's go. We got missiles on this thing? Oh, it has a turret? Missiles? We got missiles. Yeah. Okay, I got this. We got this. We got this. He isn't close. Well, he is doing circles, I think. He isn't getting any closer than 9 kilometers out. No missiles? Oh, shoot. Notice he's... Yeah, he's just patrolling. Okay. Either he doesn't care or he knows that we're hiding behind cover. But he is moving at like 100, about 75 to 100 meters per second. Let's see if we can get his attention. Maybe we can coax him to approach. Come on, take the bait. Alright, closing. Where's that other guy, though? Asteroid base. I always hate this part, is trying to find the way to get into the asteroid base. Does this thing have turrets? Great. Private property means they have turrets, possibly. 3 kilometers, other guy, other bogey is on this side. We might be able to stay out of the way. Maybe we can keep them from destroying our ship, but I don't know. Now, this other thing kind of looks like it's off of a ship. Am I looking at this correctly? There's a ship here. There's a ship. Oh, there's a ship parked here. If we can find the entrance, we might be able to just kind of EVA in, but we won't be able to... We won't be able to protect what we've got. Looks like a dropship, Asgard, Valkyrie, or something. We could take over that ship. The ramp is open right now. We'd be able to fight properly. That's for sure. I just gotta remember where the entrance is to this stupid thing. Turrets. Crap, are they gonna shoot me? Turrets do not appear to be engaging me. Shocking, though. Neither do the enemy ships. Okay, 2.1 kilometers. I see you, man. Maybe once I hit these guys, they'll actually start engaging. "2v1 in the Vulture? Shit. Okay, I see where the other guy parked. Am I rotated upside down? Oh, they're firing now. Alright, let's use this. Let's use the rock as cover. Difficult when firing in an asteroid belt. They're out of range. They can try to get close to where that Asgard Valkyrie is at. Close the gap. Okay, I see where they came in. I think I know where the EVA area is. Okay, we got hit markers. We're still considered far. I wonder if they'll still shoot my ship if I'm out of it. Yeah, he's staying. He's actually not approaching, which is so weird. That could probably just land this sucker, right? Like we can just drop this.
Landing gear down. Landing complete. Engines offline.
Like if I was to get out. Oh, fuck. Open door. Yeah, just like completely not be in the ship. Close canopy. Where's the... Oh my god, just get off the ship. If I get off the ship, then technically it's not my ship anymore. They shouldn't actually shoot me. I mean, they're not shooting the Asgard, or whatever it is. Oh fuck! Maybe they will shoot it. But technically, it's an abandoned ship. There it is. It looks like looks like an Asgard. And they left it open. I mean, like, you know, why did you leave your ship open? Is there anybody inside? Okay, well, I don't want to fuck with anybody's ship, but... Here we go. Hostile territory. I don't detect anybody still shooting at my ship. Let's get in here. They went into... God. You gonna run into people? Well, maybe they did my job for me then. Alright. Let's go. One second. You got leftover NPCs. These are just like set dressing guys, but it might be useful for ammo, etc. What does it say? I can't read this stupid thing. Take their med pens, grenades. Any extra clips they've got just in case we need to use a P4. Open storage. Oh, we got it. Good. He's got his P4 on him. And he's got arc light. We can always keep that, just in case. It's ballistic, iron sight, but maybe that'll be fine. Okay, let's go. One down. Oh, fuck. Dude, I gotta get my drinks out of the way. I can't see my HUD. Woo! Reload. Come on, come on, come on. Buck, switch to pistols. This guy? Oh, not this guy. Okay, hold on. Did I just, like, throw my pistol? Okay, good. I always get paranoid because this thing always throws your weapon away or something. Let's go, come on. Alright, we're gonna move. These guys are gonna start closing. The AI is a little bit better. I think I see one. Headshot. Bitch, what was that? There's a fucking cope down here? What the fuck? Holy shit! Got tier 3 injury? Okay, they made it more interesting, that's for sure. Alright, pool my ammo together. Combine all ammo. Oh boy, alright. Freaking Copion. They got Copion in this place. Need to start grabbing something from these guys. All the med pans, grenades, sniper rifles might be useful. Sure. Grab your clips. Med pens? No med pens. Oh my fucking god! Urgh. Fuck! That was bad. Bad run there, okay. Switch that. Wasn't paying attention. I actually had the wrong gun out. Oh, you guys want to fight now? Did I not take the... Oh, I was not using the sniper rifle. Okay. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Did they reset? Okay. Go. Clear. What happened to a sniper rifle? I think I was trying to get the sniper rifle and I... Oh no, I have the sniper rifle. Damn it. Oh, it's a sniper rifle with a... What? What the hell? Who the hell uses a sniper rifle like this? Get all the med pens I can. He's got shotgun. Check. Before, I don't want to... Okay, let's grab all your guys' med pens. Let's try to head towards... Sure, I'll take a Copion horn. Med pens. Inventory! Alright, they keep spawning from over there. Damn it. Gonna just move towards our objective. Okay. Damn it. Stupid optic? You kidding me? Who uses a sniper rifle like this? No booby traps? What's this? The fuck are you doing there? You... I doubt you are friendly. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I gotta get 48 meters to that side. I gotta have to go through probably an airlock over here. One guy down that side. Does this thing have a charge up? Clear. I see booby traps. Two hostiles. Both down. Clear. This automatic laser pistol is pretty damn fly, man. Woo! Look at that. Now you know what that is. I would rather have this. C-54 with a 4x scope. That's illegal. Hostile. Ooh, I took that guy with the kung fu, dude. He should be alive still. Oh, shit! That's the boss.
Oh, hell with this!
Grenade out.
Bomb! You done it!
Got him, got him, got him. Holy shit. Taking all your stuff. Yo, he's got the good... He's got a Demico LMG. Well, I appreciate what that is. I'm going to take this and I'm going to store... You gotta be kidding me. Inspect.
Hide all you want.
Shit. There's another guy. There's another hostile. Like the data pad from the body. Come on. Loot. Loot. Alright. Oh shit. Ooh. Okay. Fucking dogs. What the hell? Alright, this is what we're gonna do. Need you to come with me. We're gonna get whatever the hell is off your data pad right now. We're gonna pull it Data pad, put it in my backpack. I got it. Go. I need that thing. Put it in my backpack. Take this. Go. Oh, shit. I'm throwing away the sniper rifle and taking... Wait, what is happening? Take this off. Take this, put this here.
Come back. We were having so much fun.
Look at that. I've got a 4X on a C-54. This is beautiful.
Get out here. Or shoot me.
Shit.
Just do something already.
Where's the other dude? Where's the other dude? Where's the other dude? Is it this guy? Yes. God, this looting system. All right. Now we go back. No. Oh my god, that hit the aiming system. Oh jeez. Alright, thanks Bear Squish. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming by again. Oh. What is causing that? What was that? So what happened was I ADS and then it locked me into ADS, but it didn't allow me to move left or right. Like, what was that? I'm not quite sure what happened there. It could be either I must have, like, my thumb must have scraped or just kind of brushed the I have a button here called sniper mode. Although the Corsair software is not installed. This actually would have been it. This probably would have been an easier engagement completely if I just used my pistol. Which is kind of like why I actually use the pistol when I go into bunkers more. Because you pick up more guns afterwards, you know, you don't have to worry about carrying big things on you. But I do notice, like, you know, most people, they go into engagements on SPS using heavy armor. I don't usually use heavy armor unless I really need to. And PTU, it doesn't really matter. You're just testing the mechanics here, and that's fine. So that's okay. Don't worry, you know, because there's other things. You can always just like play to test, basically. Now, where is this? And we pop this out. And what do we got here? Let's see. Following. Same category. So that was tough. Woo-wee! I mean, that was difficult, but definitely quite enjoyable. Everybody, I am heading out. It is kind of late 9:35 here on the West Coast. I have a project I've got to get into. I actually need to work on my Discord channel, which has been long neglected. And I actually want to say hi to everybody from the Late Night Squad. All of you, including Datskela, Danny Vega, and everybody who's kind of come along since then. And I want to ensure that I kind of greet everybody, say hello, fill out my profile there, and also work on the Discord channel that I've been kind of working on for the longest time. So appreciate you guys coming by today. Appreciate you go checking everything out. And we will see you hopefully in the middle of this week, because we're going to be doing more. We're going to try to return back to Helldivers, and we're definitely going to be going back in on the 10th for Battlefield 6. So I hope you guys stick around for that. That's going to be quite the amazing experience. I hope we have a positive KD after that. Doesn't really matter. We're playing mostly support. I want to just support my squad. So thank you guys. Good night, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.